Hey, it's me. How you doing? I have an idea called man messages. This is to speak to masculine energy. We all have masculine energy, so even if you don't identify as a dude, there could be something here for you. This could also have something to do with a dude you dealing with or whatever. But yeah, let's just get into it. I pulled a whole bunch of cards and I'm gonna talk about them and then clarify them with some tarot, and hopefully there's something here for everyone. So what I always start out with are the soul cards, and I get this idea that somebody's going round and round in their head, right? And it looks like something that's been going on for a long time, but it's like the longer they process it, like they're elevating their way through it. Like I get the idea that this feels like dragging the feet, or you're not really making any headway here, but somebody's coming into clearer focus with this. It's what you feel like. Like, I get like Apollo vibes here, right? Like, you just stuck on this stump, Play-Doh, like, real Greek kind of vibes here, just like platonic, like sitting there trying to figure the whole world out through your situation, and I feel like there's clarity coming here. Real hermit, soul searching, I'm sitting still vibes, and I think you're being led and guided the whole way through this. So that's good. I think there's a sense of solace here, like you're safe. Their spirit's arms are around you. And if you don't know that, know it now. Like, you're not alone. All of this is being put on your heart to work through in the mental body. And there's growth happening here. So I pulled T cards and I got a shitload. And of course I get another time card, March. To me, at the very least, this looks like you are marching through some kind of logical process. Something might have happened in March. Maybe you were born in March. Something about the month of March here. I don't know. But I very much get that somebody is marching their way through a temporary situation in which you must have been unhappy. I mean, you're not happy and look like this. Okay, so we get broken ring and broken wishbone. So some sort of contract fell through here, something you really wanted, crapped out on you. Let's just move past that. You stewing on it enough, we're not going to stew on it here. So I get all this, and I tell you, I had 3 other cards that were repetitive in this happy-esque kind of vibe, and I put them back because it was just too much on the table. I got harp, great happiness, we'll take it. Dog close up, pleasure with a close friend, holla. And then I get horseshoe, good luck, and it's 333 on the clock as I say that. So know that whatever it is you're doing here, you're making headway, okay? Hermit energy, maybe somebody out there is a Virgo. Obviously not if you're born in March. But somebody is making real good use out of this mental clarity. And I get this literal card of clarity here, okay? So you're not spinning your wheels. You are going forward. And here I get teamwork. And then the card that came out with teamwork, twin flame. So there's that. And we'll look at it. The other stuff that I get here, there is something I'm using from Psychic Star. You can find her on Etsy, the Work On Self Oracle. I freaking love these cards as enemy. Stop punishing yourself. And past life. Research your family history or past life. So I very much get the sense that there is some sort of soul connection here. You know, past life, soulmate, whatever, somebody that was very close to you that you had a falling out with. So here, also Psychic Star, the What's Stopping You Oracle. The Six of Pentacles, gifts with strings attached, lack of clarity, taker, and kiss ass. And then we get the Three of Swords, or Three of Spades. Forgiveness, releasing pain, overwhelming heartbreak, reconciliation. And then with this Rebel Oracle, which is hilarious. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. So, yeah. Brooks. Sorry, I have a puppy, and he likes to destroy puppy pads, which is very expensive for me. I also get maggots, turned off, repulse, displeased, and fortune teller, psychic, insight, and predictions. So very much get this idea that something fell apart, that either you had an innate knowing was gonna bust, or somebody around you said, hey, this probably ain't gonna turn up roses. And it did, and when it did, you probably weren't too happy about it. So know this, it's a temporary situation, and you've got good things coming to you. And there's a friend coming, if they're not already with you. So let's see what we get here. With the Lenormand pile that I have, I get the Fox with the Nine of Wands. So closing out a cycle, very tired, trying to be very strategic about a certain situation with the garden. And the Eight of Swords. It's been a stuck kind of a thing. Like, I look at this card and always think, like, it's this energy of you see someone in, like, a public setting and, like, won't approach them kind of a thing. And then we get another 5 here with the Tree of Life and the Seven of Cups. So, like, choices, right? Our choices, our path, like, being guided and directed. Here's the overall energy here with the compass, okay? Being guided, like, to make the best choice for you. And then, like, there's this idea of expectation, like closing out a cycle, and it's this whole idea of, like, I'm gonna do me. Like, I don't necessarily give a damn what everybody expects me to do. Like, I'm going to make the best choice for me. So I want to look at a couple of these things and then go ahead and close this out. Like, what are we going to look at? This fortune teller card, this psychic insight predictions, like somebody knew something, called something off. 3 of Pentacles, like this idea, this ain't gonna work. Y'all ain't gonna work out. This is not gonna work. Moon, there's something coming to the surface. Something's coming to light here. And the 8 of Cups. This is the inability to move away from shit that's not making you happy. And then overall energy here, we get the Queen of Swords. So there's a definitive decision, like a cold break, I want to say, that needs to be made here, or that has been made here. And it looks like it was probably a tough decision. If you sitting over here stuck on this stump, like, it's kind of this idea of, I made a hard choice and I'm not sure if it was the right one, because now I'm not real happy. But that's kind of what needed to be done. Something like that. I almost get this idea, like, broke it off with somebody and then you run into them in public, and, or like a public setting, like a bar or something like that, right? And you, like, I don't know where I was going with that, but this is like this whole idea here. Like you see somebody out and like it all comes into clarity for you, right? Like why you did what you did. Like you see somebody in a totally different light, right? Something coming to light with that moon. Like maybe you broke it off with somebody and you second guessed yourself, and then you see them out of context, like without you later, like in a different situation, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I was hung up on that. Like, I'm good. Something like that. Something like that. This whole idea of like beating yourself up or second guessing yourself, the Empress with the Nine of Cups, okay? And then we get the Ten of Pentacles underneath that. You know, the Eight of Cups could be a return. It could be a return. Four of Swords is healing. Let's see what else we get here. The Magician in reverse, and then the Three of Swords. The Magician in reverse talks about doing absolutely whatever it takes. Manipulation, like whatever, I'm gonna have what I want. And the Three of Swords is the reason for it. I want to clarify this Eight of Cups in the reverse. That didn't take long. I get the Eight of Wands with the Nine of Cups reversed. And the Nine of Cups reversed underneath that. I think there's a realization here in some sort of public setting that whatever it is that you've not been able to walk away from is not what you really want, and this person or whatever it is this Knight of Cups reversed. That's a charmer. That's somebody who's like here one minute, gone the next kind of thing. Like, this is not the kind of person who's going to stick around, right? So let's look at this Empress, because this is the Divine Feminine, and then she's up there with the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords, which is very much like complete fucking happiness with like the woman of your dreams, right? Three of Cups came out. This is celebrating with friends. Going out, having a great time. You meet somebody when you're out, maybe. Maybe the Moon reverse here is that what you were unable to walk away from was an ingenuine lover, right? Like, absolutely not the Empress. And you go out and then boom, you meet this Empress. This is the Nine of Cups upright. This Eight of Cups in the reverse, this thing you're stuck on, this is the Nine of Cups reversed, okay? Same card. One's upright, one's reversed. You get where I'm going with this, okay? So, yeah, it's just like, boom, 1 minute you're stuck and unable to leave a crap situation, and then there's something revealed. Somebody's ingenuine, right? This is absolutely not what I want. Maybe you're drinking too much over it, something like that. Maybe they're smug, I don't know. Maybe they got a drinking problem. And then it's like, boom, the next minute, literally the next minute, obviously a very different energy over here, 3 of Cups. Like with the Empress, the Knight of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, which is a solid happily ever after, and the 4 of Swords, which is all about healing and recovery. Like, this is that kind of feminine energy that just like restores you, right? Like, this is wifey. Literally the woman of your dreams. She might not be perfect, but she's perfect for you. I want to look at this Magician in the reverse with the 3 of Swords. Because that's some sketchy ass energy right there. This Magician in the reverse. Is this you not doing anything about this because your heart broke over this bullshit over here? Don't be that guy. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Yeah, I get the Knight of Swords in the reverse with, no, the King of Swords in the reverse, which is nasty, cruel, and cold, with the Knight of Swords upright. That looks like an argument to me. So does yesteryear over here find out about this and then bring an argument to your doorstep? Because they're butthurt over this, like they didn't want you before, but now they don't want anybody else having you. Okay, so we get 3 challenge cards here. The 2 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Strength card with the Ace of Cups on the bottom. So literally, there is a decision to be made here. There's this idea of somebody's got to man up and make a decision because real love is at stake here. Okay? Or if it's not a person, it's a situation, something that you really care about, something that is completely aligned with you. Okay, so we get this teamwork card over here with the Twin Flame card, right? So who do you want to work with? Who do you want to work with? What feels right to you? 2 of Cups, Twin Flame, like all of that. You do you. I think you got a friend coming in here that's either going to be like the guiding light or like the means for which this Empress comes in, possibly. Something like that. But there's clarity here, like there will be a decision made and luck is on your side. You just need to get out of your own way. Stop making the same decision over and over. If this other person comes back and it looks like they're going to, check that out. I mean, if they're coming in as the King of Swords in the reverse, I don't know that I would answer that phone call. I just don't know that I would. So with these Lenormand cards, the Fox, the Garden, the Tree, and Expectation, I want to get a little bit on this, and then we'll close this out. So I'm going to pull up the Honest Truth Tarot cards and go for it. What is this expectation about? I think you will know. When this other person comes into the picture, you're going to have a basis for comparison, right? And you're going to know. This is almost like High Priestess energy, like what the right answer is for you. And it's this whole idea, like you might not have appreciated this critter right here. Could be Taurus, Libra. This is also Cancer for me as a reader. Without the experience of this broken ring, broken wishbone, like 8 of Cups reverse thing, right? Like you've been unable to close this cycle out. It always ends badly and you hadn't been able to walk away from it. But this comes in and boom. Now you've got a basis for comparison. I think you are going to know what is for you and what is not, and I think you're going to be real turned off by the actions of this past person and probably treat them very differently from what they're used to. So clarifying this expectation card, we get it, the Ten of Swords in the challenge position. Very much this idea of, you know, if you're going to be around me, I expect that all of this difficult shit is going to be over with because I'm not having it anymore. I've seen that people can act differently, right? You could actually be nice to me. I'm just not having you treat me like garbage anymore or something like that. Like, this doesn't have to be painful. Love doesn't have to be difficult. Like, whatever it is, if it's meant for me, it doesn't have to hurt, right? If it hurts and it's hard and it's complicated and all this, that, 2, 3, and 4, then it's probably not right for you anyhow. Knight of Cups, also in the challenge position. With the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Tower, Six of Pentacles, and the Moon upright. Yeah, absolutely. 4 cups on the bottom. I think there's something that's going to happen suddenly here, and it's this idea of you're seen out in public with a new person, old person sees you, gets pissed, and comes bringing an argument to your doorstep. Something sudden like that, and you just kind of like hold your hands up like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm doing me. Like, I'm beyond the line, cheating, sneaking, like this, that, and the third. Don't you come over here and lay claim to me. I've made the decision that, you know, I want something reciprocal. I want a match for me. I don't want secrets. I don't want to be cheated on, lied to, whatever. And I definitely don't want to be the gift God's trying to give somebody and them snubbing their nose at it with this 4 of Cups. This is grass is greener energy right here. That was 22:22 on the clock when I said that. So, there's clarity coming to this situation, and you've got to know that luck is on your side. I think that you're going to make the decision to do you, and when you do that, you're likely going to be met with this very self-entitled energy that doesn't like that very much, because that means that their thumb is no longer on your head. And you just need to know that Spirit's been talking you all the way through this, and you've heeded the message, right? Like, this isn't something that you've just done willy-nilly. This stuck, quiet place you've been in is bringing you something very real, very beautiful. You're going to be very happy. You just need to listen, feel it in your body. Stop fighting yourself. Stop telling you the same story. Stop telling yourself the same story. Well, we've been together for 5 years and, you know, we've got history. Whatever. Just because you've been with somebody a long time doesn't mean that that's the right person for you. People grow, people change. Who you were 5 years ago is not who you are today. You are always being guided. What you need to expect is that Spirit's not going to let you down, right? If somebody all of a sudden feels wrong for you, go with it. If somebody's treating you like garbage and you've tried to reconcile and clear the slate, plate, whatever it is, and it just keeps coming back around, I'm telling you, it's time for you to do you and move on, because there is something very beautiful, very fortuitous coming your way. God bless.